Good night and welcome to Benalmádena's first English news broadcast. Digital Costa del Sol brings you every Friday all the information about this week's news. The Ukrainian community in Benalmádena is mobilizing to bring humanitarian aid to the conflict zone. They need financial donations and goods such as medicines, non-perishable food or warm clothes.
Ukraine is suffering a Russian military invasion with attacks in the main cities of the country. In the midst of this conflict, there are already more than 500,000 refugees displaced to neighboring countries such as Poland or Romania. And to help those who have remained in the country, the Ukrainian communities in different Spanish and European cities are raising funds and collecting humanitarian aid. In Benalmádena, Cafeteria Prosvita is their meeting point, and on Monday they've received the visit of the mayor, Victor Navas. He highlighted the large Ukrainian and Russian community that we have in our municipality and condemned the actions of Putin's government. Today, we want to express our solidarity with the Ukrainian people in addition to our condemnation of any kind of violence and stress the extreme seriousness of an invasion of a sovereign state like Ukraine. Benalmádena also has a significant population of Russian residents, and therefore we want to emphasize that our condemnation is not directed at Russian citizens but against the government of Vladimir Putin, who is putting the stability of the whole of Europe at risk. He also highlighted the resilience and courage of the Ukrainian people and appealed to collaborate centralizing aid through the Ukrainian community in our municipality. We are moved by the strength that the Ukrainian people are showing these days, and I believe that the international community has given an adequate response. If we want to express our solidarity with the Ukrainian people, the most useful thing is to centralize all the help and donations through their community in Benalmádena. All the information that our neighbors need to help the Ukrainian people can be found in the various profiles on social networks from the City Council. Strength, encouragement, help and solidarity to the Ukrainian people from all the people of Benalmádena. There he spoke with Danil Bosek, a young Ukrainian living in Benalmádena who still has part of his family there. Right now the situation in Ukraine is quite hard. I have family there and I'm very worried. The important thing now is showing solidarity with our people who are suffering a lot, and for this reason we have started a campaign to collect essential products such as non-perishable food, medicines, winter clothes or hygiene products.
City Hall just launched a tender to acquire new land or a property to carry out an expansion of its facilities, with the goal of offering a more efficient service to the citizens, as many dependencies have already become too small for the current workload.
Benalmádena's mayor, Victor Navas, and Urbanism Councilwoman Marisabel Ruiz offered a press conference last week to announce that Benalmádena's City Council just launched a tender to commit to the acquisition of land or a property within 100 meters of the current City Hall to implement the expansion of its facilities. This tender will remain open until next March 19, and with this action we intend to ensure a better service for the citizen. It is an initiative that is the result of the planning of this government team. We have the financial capacity to do so because the municipal coffers are healthy, which now allows us to face a new expansion of the City Hall. It is the time to do it because many of our dependencies have already become too small for the current workload caused by the constant growth of the population, as is the case of the Magistrates' Court, Urbanism or Treasury. The mayor highlighted that with these actions they are working to have municipal dependencies in all the urban nucleus. The government team demonstrates again its commitment to improving the quality of the services offered by City Council, fulfilling a planning that we have been developing for some time. We are going to convert the former tourism office next to Solimar Square into a municipal office for Benalmádena Costa, thus joining the Citizens Advice Bureau, located in the Social Services Building at Arroyo de la Miel, and placing the bulk of the municipal services we offer to citizens in the City Council at Benalmádena Pueblo. Navas also stressed their commitment with the improvement of the municipal services and the attention to the citizens. With this action, we are in the path to organize a very broad network of citizen attention throughout the municipality, thus reinforcing the proximity of the local administration and ensuring the City Council enough space to continue providing quality service to the residents of a city that is constantly growing.
Emavesa continues improving the water network in our municipality, and in recent years they have managed to reduce losses to 20%, the lowest figure in the province. Last week we visited a new intervention being carried out in the Torremuelle area.
Benalmádena's Mayor Víctor Navas and Emavesa's Delegate Director Joaquín Villazón visited the Torremuelle area last week, where the municipal company was carrying out an intervention to renew the water supply network and improve its efficiency in the area. The full renovation of the water network is scheduled to be complete before the end of 2022, and once the works are finished, we will proceed to asphalt the roads. With this improvement, we provide an important boost to an urbanization that needs it, whose conservation and maintenance correspond to the entity itself. But in the City Council, we are in a position to collaborate and help, thus fulfilling one of the commitments we had with this environment. Navas highlighted the efficiency of our network, explaining that this area was one of the points where more water was lost due to its age. We continue to work on improving Benalmádena's water infrastructure. Our water company is one of the most efficient in the province, and this renovation of the Torremuelle network was one of our last outstanding issues in this regard. With this action trying to avoid every last loss of water in Torremuelle, and with the asphalting of streets and avenues, we keep improving much of this area. For his part, Villazón emphasized that this is an intervention of vital importance for the municipal company and the area, stressing that all the connections have been renewed. We are developing these works in 4 phases. After finishing the first, we are now finalizing the second, and the whole intervention has an overall investment of almost 2 million euros. This network had many leaks that were detrimental to its performance, a circumstance to be taken into account, especially in this period of drought. Thanks to this investment, almost 6,000 linear meters of supply piping will be renewed, as well as 203 house connections to water meters and 9 connections to other water networks, among other actions. Emavesa's manager, Pedro del Campo, spoke about the importance of continuing to improve the network to avoid losses, even more so now due to the drought risk. Within Emavesa's work fund, with which we have been renewing infrastructure for the last 10 years, these works at Torremuelle represents an improvement in the area with the worst performance of its water network, an unacceptable circumstance in this period of drought. We are facing the renovation of the water network for the entire urbanization from the area of the Cercanías line to the south, thus significantly improving the network's performance, seeking sustainable management and preparing for a scenario of possible restrictions which we hope will never come.
Benalmádena continues with its commitment to move towards a sustainable city model, and now the municipality has received a new grant which will be directed to the development of the Sustainable Mobility Plan.
Benalmádena's Mayor Víctor Navas and General Administration Councilman Sergio Torralbo announced on Wednesday that Benalmádena's City Council has been granted a new subsidy for the project to implement low-emission zones, sustainable and digital mobility. The grant has been launched by the Ministry of Transport with Next Generation funds from the European Union. Navas was satisfied with this new grant obtained by the City Council and reviewed other funds to which they have had access. We are very satisfied with these grants. In 4 years, Benalmádena has achieved 16 million euros from different national and European funds. The first to arrive were the EDUSI, Benalmádena being among the 5 municipalities in the province that managed to access these funds, obtaining 10 million euros. We exceed the housing recovery plan, achieving 2.7 million, being one of the only 3 municipalities in Málaga achieving it. Also the European funds for the urban agenda development with 200,000 euros. He has also highlighted the work of the technicians and the government team in the development of strategic plans for the municipality. This doesn't happen out of luck, but thanks to the work of municipal technicians and this government team designing strategic plans for the development of a city model that guarantees the progress and welfare of citizens. We keep developing a new city model with other initiatives such as the tree management plan, the plan to combat climate change, local action plans, mobility plans, the EDUSI or the health plan. Thanks to the fact that we are clear about the city model that Benalmádena needs, we can access the funds promoted from the European Union and the government with more capacity than other municipalities. We have achieved a very valuable experience, and now we can compete and be at the aid of cities like Málaga in the development of strategic projects to move toward the urban model we need to improve Benalmádena. For his part, Torralbo stressed that we are one of the 7 municipalities in the province that have accessed this grant. We have been one of the 7 municipalities in the province beneficiaries of this aid, which in the case of Benalmádena amounts to almost 3 million euros from the European Union Next Generation funds. The project that we present is the second phase of the transformation for Antonio Machado Avenue, which is the continuity of the first phase, developed in the context of the EDUSI that cover from the confluence with Las Palmeras Avenue to the roundabout of Los Molinillos. The second phase to be developed with this grant will go from the roundabout of Los Molinillos to the confluence with Telefónica Avenue. The project will have a series of complementary actions on the road network to attenuate traffic with the implementation of a prioritization lane for collective transport and the creation of a bike lane. The councilman explained that these actions are not only good for the growth of the municipality, they are also a legal imperative. This project will mean a change in terms of modernization and commercial revitalization of the area, in addition to improving its sustainability, but more importantly, we will comply with a legal requirement of both the European Union and Spanish government, which establish the obligation of municipalities with more than 50,000 inhabitants to adopt before 2023 sustainable urban mobility plans that introduce mitigation measures to reduce emissions. I want to thank the technicians for their hard and serious work to achieve this grant.
As every year at this time, our Welsh community celebrates a very special date, St. David. After the online party organized last year, on Tuesday they were back in the streets of Arroyo de la Miel with loads of entertainment.
St. David's Day arrived once again to our calendars, and on Tuesday we paid homage to the patron saint of Wales. After last year's online celebration, the Welsh Society Association was looking forward to get back on the streets with loads of activities. Bonanza Square was the place to be if you wanted to celebrate the Saint Patron of Wales, and we didn't want to miss the opportunity of being there with them. Gary Benham, member of the Welsh Society Association and a well-known personality in Benalmádena, spoke with us, highlighting the importance of resuming normality, bringing some joy to these harsh times.
Well, happy St. David's Day, everybody, and once again we're here in the Costa del Sol. We've got the sunshine today with us, so it's always nice to be here with everyone, especially the Spanish and other expatriates and from all other different communities and nations. I'd like to thank the Mayor, Mr. Victor Navas, and the Foreign Residence Department and also the Tourism Department for giving us all this help over the years. It's nearly under 20,000 euros that we've raised over these years, so 11 years running, and it's getting bigger and better every year. So thank you very much. Diolch and Cymru Byth.
Every year they collaborate with an association, and on this occasion the proceeds will go to a boy. Benalmadena's mayor, Victor Navas, attended the celebration to show support to the Welsh community and spend some time with them. A traditional festivity for the Welsh community that has been celebrated in the municipality for the last 10 years. The Welsh Society Costa del Sol has been raising funds for years for charities both here in Malaga and in Wales, through annual celebrations such as St. David's Day, held every March 1st, or the Christmas Festival of Cultures in Arroyo de la Miel. If there is a municipality that welcomes with open arms people from all over the world, that is Benalmádena. We have more than 120 nationalities living together in peace and harmony, and we are enriched by the diversity that each citizen brings to the city. From the City Council, we lend our collaboration for this type of festivities. They are another instrument in favor of multiculturalism and integration in Benalmádena. With this festival, the Welsh community of Benalmádena once again demonstrate its solidarity profile, as each year the money raised in the celebration is donated to a non-profit organization. St. David, a traditional festivity for the Welsh community that has been celebrated in the municipality for the last 10 years. The Welsh Society Costa del Sol is a group of expatriates who have come together with the aim of raising funds for various charities both here in Spain and in South Wales. Since 2012, they have raised over 13,000 euros for charities, including Down syndrome associations, the Premature Baby Unit at Malaga Maternity Hospital, Age Care, and the Spanish Association Against Cancer, among others.
And these are today's headlines. Benalmádena organizes help for Ukraine. City Hall plans the expansion of its facilities. Navals in Villazón visits Emabesa's works at Torremuelle. New grant for the Sustainable Mobility Plan. The Welsh community celebrates St. David. The weather forecast for the weekend will leave us with cloudy skies, mainly medium and high clouds, without ruling out some weak and scattered showers. Temperatures with little change except for a slight rise in the highs. Winds from the west increasing in the afternoon on the coast. And that's all. Thank you for watching us, and remember you can stay updated on our website or social media profile on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night and enjoy the weekend.